Keep moving. Stay in line and follow instructions. No dawdling. I promise, we will return soon. Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us. Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here, too? I see you're starting evacuations.
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't even begin to cover it. No signs, no patterns. The dark tide's spawn are surfacing at random, even outside the city of Septimate. It doesn't make sense. The Earthrend Wedge is still holding back the dark tide at its depths. At any rate, Augusta's already led a team to the Sanguis Plateaus to investigate. As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning into a stampede.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
I see. Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent the knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always strikes hardest at those who dare to defy it? It's not just me. No priestess can see Septimont's auguries anymore. In our visions, it's all gone. Just blank. The last prophecy ended with, the dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that, nothing. And with this abnormal dark tide behavior, people are starting to fear the end is upon us. Nice thought. If only more people shared your hope. But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. We can't blame them for trembling. Aquila, any word? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' Crest. bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The Dark Tide has never touched it before. They call it the Three Heroes Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the Dark Tide cannot reach. If even that place isn't safe, we need to see it with our own eyes. But Septimont still needs us too.
Worry not, Honored One. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. Please, go assist the Ephor. We may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle. We will do everything we can to hold the line.
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood, and we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes. You think we'll sit back and let ruin claim us?
We're counting on you, Honored One.
I hate to admit it, but the current Senate's grown a backbone. Cowards wouldn't last long working under Augusta anyway. Come on, Rover. Let's find her.
Traces of the Dark Tide are everywhere.
The Tide spawn always shows up where we least expect them, and never slow down. Our warriors are stretched thin just trying to hold the lines. Even though the common echoes here don't depend on the Genesis Nexus, they're still breaking down due to the Dark Tide's corruption. Don't wear that face. These are Septimont's warriors. They don't fall easy. There! The Three Heroes Crest. Looks like they just finished a battle. Let's pick up the pace. You fought beside Augusta before, and you once led the battle to defeat the Sovereign. Your presence will rally them.
Look! It's Rover! The Honorable One!
My fellow warrior, you came! Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the Colosseum. And now look at you! Hero of heroes and all. Didn't see that coming.
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Oh, let me introduce you. Augusta, this is...
You know. We know each other.
A lot happened while you were off adventuring. You missed some fun.
It is strange. From the moment we met, it felt like we were cut from the same cloth. Like we'd known each other before. She might seem unmoored, but when the storm hits, she holds fast.
All right then, Augusta. What's the situation?
Theoretically, the Dark Tide flows here from the Blight Cloud above the plateaus. High tides have always followed its movements. But this time, nothing. No blight cloud anomalies. No frequency fluctuations near the Three Heroes crest. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was a stopgap as we continued to search for a permanent solution. But this eruption without warning defies everything we thought we understood. We repelled the first wave and set up an anti-corrosion ward using anchor obelisks. Have you discovered anything?
What? But I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the Paradise's descent. But Leviathan's rebirth? This is a whole new thread of fate.
The Fraxidos, always scheming in shadow. Its wicked ambitions know no end.
Your Excellency, another outbreak. Tide spawn heading straight for the camp.
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe. It's been too long since we stood shoulder to shoulder in battle. Warriors! The battle horns sound once again! Let those who defy Septimont tremble at our fury and fall before our valor!
Tide spawn dead ahead! Let's cut them down in one clean sweep.
One is the sound.
It's always a blast fighting beside you, my fellow warrior.
Another horde inbound. They're not letting up.
They're heading straight for the anchor obelisk.
We will stop them.
I shall bear witness. Wayne, on you go.
Nightmare, break asunder! You will obey. One is the sound. Last begins.
This is my
Bow before me.
Aegon begin.
scene of my triumph!
Is it just me, or have they slowed down a little?
Your Excellency, the target is the remaining anchor obelisk now.
But the gladiators guarding them. They haven't recovered from the last wave.
Leave them to me.
Aegon, we keep good. We'll split up and reinforce the rest. Stay sharp.
Down with the curtain!
You will yield.
Checkmate. Last chance. Nowhere to hide. One is the sound. Last chance. None shall whisper. hesitation. One with the sound.
How is the situation there?
Just cleaned them up.
We've cleared our sector 2. Regrouping now.
More tide spawn at the southwest base point!
Ugh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time, huh?
They're closing in on the obelisks on our side.
Wait. Something's off. They're striking at weak spots in the formation. Since when did they fight with strategy?
Leviathan. It's directing them. It saw we were spread too thin, and scattered their assault on purpose.
The north flank! Hold the obelisks at all costs!
If I release this attack, the whole obelisk array may fall. It's testing me, seeing if I'll trade lives for victory.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks. The north flank's ours. Let's give them a grand show!
The Montellis greet you. We will secure this cell.
The poison Leviathan leaves behind, allow the Thessalians to cleanse it.
Phew! Made it this time! I've got this side covered!
By the name of Imperator, we'll protect the obelisks here!
Let's deal with the mess first. Plenty of time to catch up after.
One obelisk remains on the northeast.
I'll take that one. You have my thanks, heroes from afar. May your names be etched in eternity. This battle is not over yet. Let's end this together!
I never thought I'd see the day. Fighting side by side with the Order of the Deep. Onward, comrades! We're not about to shape Septimont now!
I've heard of the Montelli sentry constructs, but seeing that kind of firepower up close is something else.
Poison. Maybe the Celias aren't as monstrous as they say.
She's absorbing the tide spawn! What kind of power is that?
Val,
before me. Wow. Took the hero of the name of law. Invincible!
One is the sound. Nightmare, break asunder!
Now watch closely. Answer my call! Pathetic struggles! All blood! Chrysanthemum! Here it ends! Now!
None shall whisper.
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover.
The tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
We won't last much longer at this rate.
The entrance is open. Now's the time.
What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the dark tide, the tide spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the dark tide! Are you out of your minds?
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. The suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise inside the dark tide?
That grand city you glimpsed within it, it wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinasita in the dark tide. But that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. That's what fuels its rebirth and its paradise. We must strike at the root. Kill Leviathan. Tear down the paradise it's built. If not, it will descend upon Rinasita, just as it did here, at the Three Heroes' Crest.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How exactly do we do that?
The living can only enter the journeying paradise once they've been corrupted by the dark tide. Even then, one of you must go in first to open the way for the rest. Inside, there's a spatial anomaly. Whoever goes first must use the Sentinel's power to break through it, then find a waystone to create a connection for the others to follow. Augusta, you buried the waystone yourself, but it's been corrupted. Only the Sentinel's power can purify it. Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand what's left unsaid. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare. Good. All locked and loaded. Now if you'll excuse me, Someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
Spawn are retreating to the center. They're all inside the ward's perimeter. Augusta!
Now activate the anchor obelisks!
We did it. But what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the dark tide.
The journeying paradise lies within the dark tide. I do not think she was lying. That grand city she spoke of, I saw it myself. Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for now. There must be a way forward. Once we're back, we'll gather all of Raguna's heroes and plan our next move together. The nature of the Dark Tide and Leviathan. Huh. I see where we are now.
Rover, you're here.
Regarding that, I think it's best you hear from them directly.
Loud and clear, Rover? So, all available bloom bearers have arrived in Renacida. We're standing guard at Averado Vault, and Booling is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Threnodian blindsided us in Jinjera, we ate some dust. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Threnodian in Renacida. The Threnodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, it can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Threnodian's gem to resurrect him, And that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, you might be able to split the gem from the Threnodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoros infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinzhou, Abby proved capable of absorbing the Threnodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Threnodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Renicida's people. Only they can truly face it. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines of the Three Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe. Don't worry, we...
Won't let you go! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
So you don't have to...
Unleash the fangs.
In any case, you just focus on driving your blade straight into Leviathan's heart. We'll be Renicida's last line of defense, and we'll be right here waiting for your safe return.
If not for the Black Shore's aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Renicida. We Raganese won't cower behind Septimon's walls, nor will we sit idle while the dark tide ravages your lands. Septimont has long stood as the vanguard against the Tidespawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimont and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Renacita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled.
That Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the Wastestones. She must have meant the Anchorstone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchorstone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the Dark Tide swallowed me, I did leave an Anchorstone behind, but... how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another Anchorstone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the Dark Tide and open up a path.
You'll need this. A dying martyr entrusted it to me.
The first relic, infused with Imperator's pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Renacita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first, to reach the anchor stone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
We don't even know where this anchor stone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise. If we're ready to face Leviathan.
So, once that anchor stone is activated, the path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Renacita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Thronodian alone. If facing Leviathan means being corrupted by the Dark Tide, then so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this. The Dark Tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head-on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the Dark Tide, activate the Anchor Stone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxtus might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Renacita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the Paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the Dark Tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
That visitor from Hong Wang. He must know something about Fenrico. If the lantern came from the Fabricatorium, then what's happened to the dark tide sealed beneath Raguna's seas? There's still time before I go. I need to find him and learn what happened down there.
You're here. Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Who are you? How do you know about this?
Choyan. The capital sent me to retrieve a fugitive and gather intel on the Thrunodian's resonator. I came searching for Raguna's Blessed Maiden. Instead, I found the Primus. He was tied to the Thrunodian, knew the truths of it all. But the Dark Tide silenced him. In his final moments, he passed this lantern to me. Said it was meant for you.
So he's...
His ambitions and his crimes were buried in blood. But he paid the price. Gave his life to drive back the Dark Tide beneath Raguna's seas. That's how the relic reached your hands. Think no more on it. Think only of what's ahead. Death is a cheap way to pay for transgressions. He knew it wouldn't be enough. Listen. Every harbinger of the Dark Tide, Fenrico, Mia, the rest, they all met the same end. Death.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already been touched by the Dark Tide. Even the Sentinel's power cannot reverse it.
That's why we're not arguing over who goes in first. Anyone else would just suffer longer.
You've been resisting the Thrunodian's corruption this whole time. Suppressing your resonance ability so Tidespawn wouldn't surface. Everything you said was just to hide the truth. Deliberately. You're prepared to walk into death alone.
You've traveled so far just to honor a dying stranger's final wish. I'll ask for just one more for me. Please.
The Dark Tide rejects outsiders of Renesita. But you're different. I'll do what I can. I'll hold the line here. You do what must be done. When you're truly prepared to die, death doesn't come so easily.
I never act with sacrifice as a given. Not even my own.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou asked me to send her regards. The people you helped, they're still waiting for your return. Farewell.
You know, status report.
Frequency is stabilizing. If you're going in, this is your best window. Remember that stretch of chaos we once crossed? If Leviathan has shaped this world through the dark tide, expect something similar. Shifting sands, obscuring fog, every step a gamble into the unknown. That Discord Slayer, Galbrenna was it? She's bound to the dark tide. If she dared to hunt the Threnodian, she must know how to navigate its depths. Once inside, find her existence in the chaos. Reunite with her. She'll guide you forward. You catch on quickly. I believe you know what to do. Immerse yourself in her rhythm. Feel it, understand it. Find a trace of her within the chaotic frequencies. And when you find her, don't let her go.
Rover, keep your wits about you once you're inside the dark tide.
Don't worry. I'll stick with her every step of the way.
Just remember you're not going in alone. When the time comes, we will be right behind you. If you are ready, step forward. May the eternal sun light your path, and may each step bring you closer to victory.
There's actually a whole other world inside the dark tide. It kind of feels holy somehow. Huh? Feels a bit like chaos, but colder and creepier. Like something's whispering to me. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the chaos, we can anchor to Galbrenna and find her, right? Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories, feelings, and connections in the chaos. But the problem is...
In life, chaos. In death, silence. A stillness veils the teeming multitudes. Glory is washed clean in suffering's tide. The hesitant shall not return. The timid shall not pass. Tell me, little lamb, whence do you come? And where does your path lead?
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid you. You wish to anchor to her. A simple task. Surely you've heard. The dark tide preserves memory. Her past is scattered through its depths, tangled in the currents like fractured glass.
then we'll just go find them ourselves.
The dark tide mirrors the chaos of the human mind, shifting, twisting. A fleeting thought, and the path ahead may vanish beneath your feet. Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world, building its kingdom, bending this place into its image. This place is molded by the journeying paradise's frequency. A vision of perfection, unmarred by flaw. But behold, the dark tide's true face. A world of hatred, fear, and despair. The world your kind calls hell. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power of assimilation, cloaking rot in radiance. Yet the mask is flawed. The paradise is incomplete. These twin worlds bleed into one another to create spatial anomalies. Countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without rudder or self, lured by false hope, they stumble into its waiting arms. Not yet. Save its light. I will guide you. Walk with me through this wasteland. If you wish to see her, then walk her path. Endure what she endured. You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Watch souls willingly burn in cleansing fire. What is it? Are you afraid? Good. I've seen many enter this realm. Valiant, burning with purpose just like you. But in the end... I hope you endure longer than most. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency has mingled into the dark tide. I know not who it is. This path will prove less smooth than she hoped. But for now, you have no choice, do you? Come, little lamb. Open your eyes, sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld. The flow of time here is slower than in your world. We have plenty of it. Be patient, little lamb. I shall keep watch over the outside. Speaking with you through the mark of the dark tide.
Is that Galbrenna up ahead?
I won.
Did you see that? That resonance ability? Can a child really wield that kind of power?
She'll be a force to be reckoned with. Perhaps even rise to challenge for F4 one day.
Damn it. I was so close. If it hadn't been for the difference in our resonance ability, I could have... What did you do to get that kind of power? My power? It's always been there. Since the day I was born. Born with it? How unfair. I can't take it. I trained harder, endured more, bled more. I know. You're all stronger than me, and all worthy opponents. But please, you should tend to your injuries now. Are you mocking us? People like you, born lucky, never understand what it means to struggle, to fight for your strength. No, I really meant what I said. They are stronger than me, in body and in spirit. So many here are. They just don't have the same resonance ability. Why? Why was I the only one gifted with this power?
For those who cannot stomach defeat, even sincerity tastes of cruelty. Fate is never fair. It bestows gifts without reason. Whether blessing or mockery, mankind must learn to carry it with grace.
So she is from Septimont. Why did she leave? And why had her resonance ability was bright and radiant back then? Now it feels different.
The curse of the Dark Tide. Had she returned untempered, with curse still unclaimed as gift, Renacita would have burned for her folly. A fitting fate, don't you agree?
You claim to stand against Leviathan, yet you speak so coldly of human lives. Whose side are you really on?
The two are not in conflict. Many a mighty alliance has thrived on loathing alone. And I am a tacit discord, a devourer and killer by nature. My allegiance lies only with myself. We each take what we need. She too accepted my gift. Left to her own strength, she would have fallen long ago. Do not be so eager for answers. Go live them. Feel them instead. She carved a path through this underworld for you. But the true danger does not lie in shadow. It hides in the light. Leviathan toils endlessly to bring its paradise into being. I was right about you. Beneath that calm shell beats a heart that burns. Perhaps you have heard of the great dark tide that swept through Septimont 16 years ago. It swallowed her whole. Once touched by the dark tide, a human's resonance ability and frequency are devoured, piece by piece.
I was just in Oak Hollow. Where am I? I can't use my resonance ability. Why?
Because the Dark Tide loved you, but you rejected its gift. Now, it will consume you instead. You, your power, and everything that was once yours. You could have risen above us all. With your gift, you might have become the hero of heroes. Why did you stop? Why did you reject it? Don't you crave that glory?
Honestly, I never understood why I was born with this power. You and so many others, you deserved it more than I ever did. I've asked myself again and again, what does it mean to be strong? You once told me that real strength comes from the heart, not from outside. And someone else said, she said, real strength is meant to protect. The dark tide twisted me into a monster. People ran from me. So no, I won't accept this gift.
Well said. My frequency is never gone. Looks like I'll never get the chance to surpass you now. So take what remains of my strength. Live on. Live for me. Live for all of us.
Why give this to me?
You're not completely lost yet. You still have a chance to escape. More than any of us. And this is our wish.
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. No one can escape the net it casts.
I always knew you, quiet as you seem. If someone struck you down, you'd rise up and strike back twice as hard. I didn't want to admit it before, but in the arena, you didn't beat me with power. You beat me with will. The fire in your eyes, it doesn't lie. That's why I believe you'll see it through. So live with pride, head held high, free and unbound. Live for us and prove to fate that it can be the fight.
Curious creatures, humans, always resisting fate, entrusting all their hopes to a single soul, just to prove they will not bow to destiny. Yet her power was corrupted. Back then, she was weak, as powerless as a little lamb to be slaughtered. Each step forward was a gamble with death.
But she still escaped. How?
She was born through death. Come, let us walk on.
The traces end here. There's no path forward.
Leviathan hides its message in another dimension. The Sentinel's power you bear. Its hour has come, little lamb. Use it to sever the worlds. Reshape what is. Good. If resistance comes, let that power be your blade. A journey into the abyss allows no return. It is a path ordained. To rise, one must first learn to fall. So it was for her. I remember when her resonance ability was corrupted by the dark tide. She fought with nothing but instinct and flesh. She clawed through monstrosities until she stood before me. Her frequency was nearly consumed. How rare! A mortal here. It shall gnaw upon thee, slow, ceaseless, until thou bend the knee. Thy fate is to be made one with it.
I know. The dark tide devours everything, assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it.
To claim a divinity's power is to invite divine wrath. Know this, more Tidespawn lie in wait before thee.
It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss.
Thy own kind wished for thy survival. Yet thou wouldst risk it all.
So I can truly live.
To seek a life true while death surrounds thee. Absurd.
Then I'll show you by living. No matter the pain, humanity can live through it with pride, heads held high. Fate, it may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
To wield the dark tide against its spawns. Fascinating. Perhaps.
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. None can escape the net it casts.
It hurts. But I already see the light.
Carry our strength and our final hopes. Live with pride, head held high, free and unbound.
I'm almost there. I won't give up.
Human flesh remaineth ever feeble. This broken vessel's frequency is sundered and shattered. Yet this is indeed a chance of an eon. I shall give one final push.
You You helped her escape the Dark Tide.
You are free to see it that way. But I made no vow that my boon came without a price. Still, I never did grasp what she meant by truly living.
If you can't tame the power you carry, you'll only be dragged along by it. That's not living. And it's not the future those who helped her wished for her. She carried the same will they did. Even if she failed in that wish, she'd pass that flame on.
Beyond my understanding. But mark this, without my boon, she'd never have come this far. Her defiance has drawn divine attention. Though she escaped, the Tidespawn still hunt her. Her fate will catch her eventually. To spare Renacita further calamity, she fled to distant lands, corrupted by the Dark Tide and losing all her power. At first, she could do naught but run. But she was clever. Learned to track the movements of tacit discords through the Dark Tide's fluctuations. Even when barely holding herself together, she roamed the wilds, warning others of the doom to come. But men seldom listen to a girl who bears a cursed flame. 'Twas easier to believe she brought disaster. Some even said her flames were from Galbrenna, the legendary tacit discord.
So, Galbrenna was originally a tacit discord's name?
A fiend of ever-burning flame. A monster who spread fear and hatred across the land, luring humans into the fire for her own cruel delight. She borrowed that name and saved many in its guise. But her one mistake was her weakness. And that name became a fate she could no longer escape from. The Dark Tide saw no more after she escaped. So, I will tell you the rest.
The flames! She's Galbrenna! The flame demon!
Time is running out.
Disguise as Galbrenna. Use their fear to drive them out. But alas, this time, the true Galbrenna had come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade! This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
To consume that flame demon, she surrendered more of her frequency to me. Thus our pact was sealed. All that I consume, she inherits as strength.
So she became what she is by endlessly feeding on tacit discords.
A pact always has a price. Should she fail to feed me fresh frequencies, I shall feast on her soul, piece by piece, till naught remains. So she hunts without end. Weak tacit discords are but tasty morsels. Only the strong may stand beside me. If she would grow, she must hunt true danger. To crave unorthodox power, yet cling to her humanity, 'tis a savage clash of wills between her soul and theirs. And should her will falter,
You'll devour her frequency. Be reborn through her.
I helped her once broken vessel with my own frequency. Enough to survive the dark tide. This is a long overdue repayment.
No. It was the souls of those humans who saved her. You just saw an opening in her broken frequency and slipped in. Admit it. You just wanted to escape the dark tide, didn't you?
I do not deny it. After centuries, a door opened at last. And she bore a soul unshaken, even at the border of life and death. The most perfect vessel I have ever known. Besides, suffering is a gift. Through it, she learned the true meaning of strength. Fate showed her countless tragedies, stirring her compassion, but robbing her of the power to save. They gave her a second life, but what I offered was a path to wrest her strength back from fate. And that is what she chose. She walks this path with zeal, never resting, as if every misery in the world were born of her own weakness. Oh, and there are 4 more like me in her now. Ah, almost forgot. Of course, one must not forget the flame demon herself, Galbrenna.
At this point, Galbrenna feels like her true name. But what was her real name?
That you must ask her yourself.
You came.
Hope I'm not too late?
Not too late, not too early. Right on time. One side each. Guardian of the Dark Tide, immortal. We meet again. I tried to clear the path for you, but that thing got in my way.
You handled all the monsters along the way by yourself?
More or less. Too many roads led here, and I couldn't be sure which... One last thing.
You didn't have to go so far, Discord Slayer. Take what's left of me. This flicker of a soul won't last much longer anyway.
Just hang in there. I'll find a way to save your frequency.
You don't have to carry it all yourself. Sometimes, it's okay to lean on someone else.
Thank you.
Human frequencies dull the pain of absorption. Why not let them serve a purpose? Burn them before they turn.
I did it because I wanted to. Not everything needs a reason.
I gave you power, not so you would squander it on sentiment. Unleash your true nature. Terror, slaughter. That is what you are made for.
Your time's up. Crawl back to where you belong.
Looks like you've got him on a leash.
Taming him isn't the hard part. Becoming stronger than him is. Oh, and keeping him hungry enough to feed on my terms.
Do not mistake this for triumph, Galbrenna. This battle will not end until one of us is dead.
Really? I think Abby is a lot cuter. That power you used, was it the Sentinel's power of separation? And that incredible little one. No wonder Kartetia had the nerve to propose such a mad plan. Even here, the Paradise's frequency isn't stable, which means Leviathan hasn't completely seized control. So, looks like part 1 of the plan worked.
You bear the Dark Tide's power, but you are no Harbinger.
Good. We can avoid a lengthy explanation. If you're looking for the Harbinger too, you must have seen it. The apocalypse Leviathan will bring forth. It was meant to remain restrained by the Sentinel, but I feel it stirring again. I followed its frequency and found you.
Most of Leviathan's power resides in me, but a fragment escaped. I've been tracking the one who carries that power.
That gem was cast into the Dark Tide. If this is where things are at, that leads to only one conclusion. Leviathan is about to resurrect. Freed from the Sentinel's hold, it's returned to its primal state in the Dark Tide, like water returning to the sea. We must trap its frequency before we can destroy it.
Or we can use me. Leviathan's instinct will draw it to reclaim what was once part of itself. The godhood inside me.
But that godhood has fused with your humanity. Their frequencies are nearly identical now.
That's exactly how we trap it. When Leviathan awakens, it won't distinguish. It will devour all frequencies blindly. If I offer my humanity, I'll become an anchor, give form to formlessness, and trap its frequency in one place. And if it's now hiding in the Dark Tide, I know you have a way of sending my humanity into it, right?
And I suppose you know the cost.
I do. But I have faith in those who strive to protect this land. In her. And in you. The Dark Tide can't read either one of our minds. Only we can do this. Discord Slayer, let me be your first bullet. Fire me into Leviathan's heart.
When the time comes, I'll kill you in front of them, to convince Leviathan of your necessary death.
Then I shall leave the rest to you. Thank you for choosing to be misunderstood, hated, and for putting your life at risk. Thank you for your resolve, Discord Slayer.
With the Sentinel's Sword of Divinity, we split her godhood from her humanity, leaving the divine within her. Then, I fired the Dark Tide bullet to consume her frequency and send her humanity into the Dark Tide. Leviathan can't truly distinguish the signals it receives. It's blinded by what people believe. By tricking the one closest to the Blessed Maiden into accepting her death, we lowered its guard. Now that Kartetia has trapped its frequency, all that's left is to gather strength, reach the Paradise, and finish Leviathan. Even I'm not arrogant enough to think I can take the Trenodian by myself. No apocalypse is ever stopped by a lone hero. It's always a difficult struggle, fought by countless lives. In this hunt, my part is to clear the way while the others prepare, set the aim, and fire the first shot. Maybe I'm gambling. People freeze up facing the end. Fear takes hold. Even those brave enough don't always get that blessing of fate. But if there's even the slightest chance to stop a disaster, I'll take it. Even if I stand alone. All I need to know is that when I drained the last drop from my glass, I had the guts to pull the trigger. Worst case, I stay trapped in the dark tide, holding Leviathan back a little longer. That's the price I'll pay. But I think I bet on the right people.
Some of us might use the word trust.
I can sense Augusta's anchorstone. It lies beyond this well in the deeper realm of the dark tide. But the deeper we go, the stronger Leviathan's mental interference will be. Here, wear this. This cassette tape is a rare find from Lohai Roy. It preserves your most innate frequency. Perfect for what's ahead. I don't know how it works, but it's a good time for music, wouldn't you say?
Does the song have a name?
They're usually named after the one who recorded them.
So your real name is...
I'll tell you when this is all over. Call it a promise. A promise that we both make it back in one piece. If you're ready, let's go. You know how to use the Sentinel's original power, don't you? Then change the world if something gets in your way.
Why are there so many enemies here?
Leviathan's kindred. It created them itself. Nothing more than empty husks.
What should we do? Should we avoid them?
No. Slay them all.
You need some help.
They won no mercy. Their rest awaits. The hunt ends here!
Time to go!
Behave now.
Down with the curtain! Nowhere to hide.
Gotcha! Tainted hellfire!
Devour them all!
I've come to send you to your grave.
A fresh face.
Behave now.
None shall whisper. Enduring the fire, one with the sound.
Speak of the devil. Timing's everything.
Wonderful sound. You will obey.
Gotcha. Behave now. Find my trigger. Enter Hell's Gate!
Scorches to
Behave now. I'll show you.
the gates of hell!
Wonderful sound. Another mortar thrown at us. Oh, bring it on. This song is about to hit the chorus.
It's over.
Some faint melodies disrupted the rhythm. Try switching worlds. Finally, we've arrived. The true gateway to hell.
Shining with your love, we stand united in devotion. With hearts full of joyous loyalty, we rise from the sea, guided by your light.
The dead grow tongues and sing praise day and night. That's what's become of those consumed by the dark tide. If the journeying paradise reaches our world, everyone in Rinascita will suffer the same fate.
Ha! Look at them, lining up to flatter their divinity, groveling for its grace. Without Leviathan's wisdom, feeble minds like theirs are fit only to be devoured.
Ceaseless worship, stripped of meaning or soul. From this shore to the next. From paradise back to our world.
All to gather more believers to be drawn into Paradise's maw. Then they'll go claim their due from Leviathan.
Even with the tape's help, we can't stay exposed to these hymns for too long. Chimera.
I don't take your orders. Silence, wretched souls! There is no place for you in paradise. Burn in your ruin, and rot in hell.
Seems Chimera still commands some authority here.
Coming back here feels like coming home. By blood, they ought to call me Forefather. Leviathan was right about one thing. Fear is the most ancient and enduring truth in all living things.
We're here again.
The Styx Lake. A myth once whispered in Septimont, now carved into reality by Leviathan. Those touched by the Tidespawn often begin to see things. Hallucinations. And this lake is usually the first they find. Anger, sorrow, pain. Leviathan reads the depths of our hearts. And from them, it births this river of memory. What you see here is a part of you. The river mirrors what you fear most.
That's why I saw those terrible visions. But why were you there too?
My mind can walk between reality and the dark tide. I've crossed this lake many times, trying to guide the lost home. Oftentimes it isn't hell that people fear. They fear fear itself, and that creates hell. There. Do you see it? At the edge of this underworld. That's the journeying paradise.
Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss.
No matter how Leviathan dresses it up, it can't hide the truth. It's a liar, twisting souls and selling a paradise of lies.
This lake, it's not quite like how I remembered it.
The Styx Lake, a place where all souls meet. Some call it by another name, Main's Deep. Leviathan reshaped it through the dark tide, turning it into a furnace where souls are melted down and reforged.
A crude imitation of the Sentinel's way of giving form to remnant creatures. But Leviathan takes the souls devoured by the dark tide and forges them into its obedient kindreds. Nostalgic? No. What I carry is rage. A rage for vengeance.
This is where Chimera was born.
Do you mean me or us? Born from the fury that courses through the earth, rage cast my spine, and slaughter forged my chest. I've torn through countless souls, rained fire on fields, slept to the wails of 1,000 dying cries. They remember me as Nemean, the name of the land I reduced to ruins, a name forever seared into their hearts with terror. But Leviathan, its treachery dragged me into the dark tide. It twisted my frequency and forced me into an abominable union with the frail goat and pathetic serpent. We were merged into one. Since then, our frequencies gnaw and rend at one another, torment without end. The agony wrought by its will, I shall repay tenfold, carving bone, feasting on marrow, until nothing remains.
Chimera was Leviathan's first tidespawn, created by fusing the frequencies of 3 powerful tacit discords, the first of its kindred. Don't expect nobility from him. He has the gift of wisdom, but at his core, he's still a tacit discord driven by instinct. A destroyer in life, a prisoner of vengeance in death. That vengeance is what broke Leviathan's leash. For now our goals align, and that's likely why he's willing to listen this time. These human frequencies, they're trapped in the Dark Tide's corruption, still clinging to their last shreds of will. Leviathan can do nothing but trap them here and torture them with the pain it's harvested. That alone is reason enough to slay it.
We end Leviathan, we set them free.
Exactly. Look, the anchor stone Augusta placed is just across the lake. No. The waters are dark with corruption. Trying to cross would only rouse the Dark Tide.
Wretched souls, abandon all yearning for the light of paradise.
Is the latter
come not to save, but to ferry thee to the far shore, into the underworld of hell, into frost and flame. As for you, the living have no place upon this river. Turn back. Seek another crossing. Leave this place, and be not consorts of the dead.
Beholder finds no anomaly. Long staff, eyes like burning coals. If Leviathan based this underworld on the old tales of Septimont, then this must be Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Its made-up characters only mechanically follow their scripted roles. Hand me that lantern-shaped terminal. I'll handle this.
Whence comes your pride that you would defy my word?
One dagger and one heel.
We come by the highest will's command. By divine pardon, we shall cross to honor the dead and to return hope to the living.
A vessel for the dead bears not the weight of the living. If you would cross, cast off the riches and honors of your former days.
The old stories say Charon favors gold and jewels. If the living seek passage, they must offer a fortune deemed worthy.
The accursed shore awaits all who fear not divinity. If your heart harbors unfinished desires, and you fear not death, then come. Step aboard. We have arrived.
That was surprisingly smooth.
I had the beholder on him the whole time. My instincts keep telling me something's off. We'd better stay sharp. The Anchor Stone is just ahead. Let's go activate it. Its energy has been reshaped by the Dark Tide. We'll need the Sentinel's power to purify it before activation.
Craft down here, then you can go check it out.
Down with the curtain! One with the sound.
You can't escape me. It's done. The terminal's comms should be restored. Let's contact Augusta.
Yes, we saw it. The Anchor Stone has been activated. Sooner than expected.
My family's potions are ready. But please, a word. It's been crafted from the Threnodian's venom. Outside the corruption's reach, it induces hallucinations, warping your senses and clouding judgment. If you aren't immediately entering the Dark Tide, I advise you all not to drink it.
Ground defenses are holding. And no major fluctuations in the Dark Tide for now. Everyone.
Wait! An intense frequency suddenly. It's moving towards the Western Front.
Is this the best the mighty gladiators of Septimont can offer? A grand finale deserves grandeur. How can such a dull act satisfy the audience? Oh, yes! Now this is a scene fit for the final act.
Blades do not discriminate. Leave. This one's mine.
Oh, has Honglong fallen so low, they now send a blind man to die?
Prisoner's Scar of Jinzhou. Surrender now. One strike is all it would take to end you. Surrender, and you may be spared pain.
Oh, in an epic play such as this, I refuse an early exit.
My orders were to bring you back, dead or alive. I never planned on bringing you back alive. Your head belongs to me.
You're too late, defender of Huanglong! Beneath the dark tide, it stirs once more! All hope will be swept away!
You talk too much. Behold this boy. Step forth. Nothing that won't do. Retreat again. Behold this boy. Your life is mine to take.
Answer my call.
Interesting. Too slow.
All this time, your eyes fixed on the tide. Never once did you see the threat in the sky. Annihilation. Right on time!
The connection was cut off.
The Fraxidus really sent two overseers at once.
Frolova and Scar. Their appearance was too well timed, like they knew our strategy all along. Meanwhile, Christophorov's just biding his time in the shadows. This must be just the beginning. No matter. The Dark Tide was just unleashed because of the Fraxidus' interference. And everyone there, they didn't even take the potion before it swallowed them.
Trust them. Their will is stronger than the corruption.
The Anchor Stone has been activated. It will guide them through the Dark Tide.
Watch out!
Fret not. Soon you and your companions shall reunite in the boundless embrace of eternal light. Your journey ends here. What is writ by fate shall not be swayed. To resist is to invite naught but deeper woe.
Huh. The Fraxidus must think highly of us. Even you're here. No wonder the Beholder couldn't read your frequency. It can't pierce something as ancient as the concept of death. I've seen many who can use their forte to mimic or create, but to perfectly replicate another's frequency and even forge an entirely new body. There's only one person who can do that. The thousand-faced survivor. The grand architect of the Fraxidus, Schwarzlock. But I doubt that's your real name, huh?
The children have toiled to create this grand spectacle and bend apart for me. How could I deny their goodwill? I have slumbered in shadow for too long. This old vessel yearns to stir.